Hi there, hope all of you are doing good. Today I will share my experience with this new Magic Keyboard 2024 for the 13-inch iPad Pro. I have been using this keyboard for a couple of days. For most parts, I do like this keyboard, but there are a couple of things that you should know about before you buy this product. So let me just talk about the quality and the things I like, and then I'll share the things which I don't really like about this keyboard. The first thing first, this is a black version and the build quality is excellent. Fit and finish is top-notch. Stability of the hinge is very good. It does support the fast charging for the iPad Pro. The typing experience is really good. It is, I will say, as good as the MacBook Pro. When it comes to the build quality, Apple is using aluminum base. So this bit, the top bit, is made out of aluminum. So it gives you an extra protection because the iPad 13-inch especially, that one is quite thin. Like if somebody sits on it or force on the top, I don't think so it will provide much of a drop protection. I will talk about that bit later. So for the top half, Apple is using this soft touch material. It's a felt inside, very soft material here inside here, this area, and these are your for the charging connectors. But on here, this is another soft touch material. It is not metal. I'm not sure what's inside, plastic or carbon fiber, whatever the layer is inside, but on the top it is a rubberized soft touch material. At the back there's a hinge, so it gives a very nice two-tone effect. This bit is a bit darker, and obviously this is aluminum and it's shiny. So you got the charging port is here. It doesn't support the data transfer, so you can only use it for charging. At the bottom there is the similar material what is on the top. It's a rubberized soft touch material. Let me just bring the iPad and install it there. Color wise, obviously it's a black and very similar to the iPad Pro color, but it is not exactly a jet black. It's a dark gray. So Apple have introduced the row of function buttons. So in my experience, it is quite good, but when you have like iPad in this kind of position, as you can see from the top down view, these keys are hidden, they are underneath. So while you're typing, you will not be able to access them very easily if your iPad is fully extended towards you. So you need to push it slightly back, like in this kind of position here, and then you'll be able to access them easily. So if you see, compared to the MacBook Pro, it is exactly the same size. The only difference is obviously the MacBook Pro does have speakers on the side, and that's why it looks like it's slightly bigger, but the typing area is kind of very similar. Another thing, while you're typing, your palm, they rest on the keyboard. In the previous version, because this area was smaller, so the palms, they used to rest on the table. When it comes to the trackpad, it's slightly smaller compared to the 14-inch MacBook Pro, but it has the same haptic feedback. The quality is very similar, and you kind of get a similar experience. When it comes to the fingerprints, again, it's same. This is a backlit keyboard, so you can use it easily in a dark without an issue. As I said, I do really like this keyboard, but now let's talk about the few things which I don't really like. First thing is stability while you're using this product on the lap. So if you're using it in a bed or on a sofa, it's not on a table, the stability is not that good. In the case of MacBook, all the internals are underneath the keyboard, so this part of the MacBook is quite heavy. So when you're using in a bed, it doesn't tilt. So you need a lot of force to tilt it down, and it is very stable when you're using this product on your lap. Here, the case is the way the product is designed and the form factor of the product, it is top heavy, so it tilts a lot. It is not very convenient while you're using on your lap. So if you are typing in your bed or the iPad is on your lap, you can make the typing experience a bit better slightly by pushing the iPad like this from the bottom and make it completely straight in this angle. So if it's like this, then it will tilt back while it's on your lap. So if you keep it like that and then do it, it's a bit more stable. But the problem then is that you can't push it back a bit more to give it a bit of an angle so you can see the screen properly, or you don't have to lower your head or stretch your neck to see the screen. You need to do this, and when you do that, when you tilt the screen up, then again it's not very stable. On the table, again, I'm saying it's completely fine. I'm just talking about when this is on your lap. To get the better viewing angle, you need to tilt it like this, and then it creates this gap, and then it gets a bit more top heavy and it tilts backward. Yeah, unless you are like firmly keeping your palms here and pressing it down slightly while you're typing, or you can do it like this, and then it is a bit more stable. The hinge is quite stiff, which is good. The second thing is, it is not very convenient when you're using Apple Pencil. So obviously you can't use it with this angle. You need to tilt it a bit back, and even if it is on table, not on your lap, it's still, you can see the screen, the play, slight movement. So how Apple could have improved it, I'm not sure. Maybe they could have introduced a stand at the back, the kickstand, the way the Surface tablets have, so then it's more stable. But because all the weight is on this hinge, there is this kind of movement, which is obviously, when you're using like touchscreen, it's fine. When you're using Apple Pencil and you're doing something precise on the screen, then it's not very nice. So this is the second thing. It could have improved. So it's to me, it looks like it's give and take. If you have a stand at the back, then it will take more surface. Now this is quite compact. If the weight is your priority, and if you want this device to be very light, then this keyboard is not for you, because this keyboard will double up the weight of the iPad Pro 13-inch, and I think it's the same is the case with 11-inch as well. This keyboard is roughly 650 grams or something like that. iPad is 580 something grams, so it goes over 1 kg. So you are kind of entering in the same territory of MacBook Air. So obviously the weight increases and everything, but at the same time the price goes up as well. Now this product in UK is £350. That's a lot of money. That's a price of a base version iPad. If you are buying this iPad with the new Magic Keyboard 2024, you are going well over MacBook Air price, even the base model. And if you go for the 1TB model, 2TB model to get 16 GB of RAM and 4 performance cores in your M4 chip, then you are basically entering in MacBook Pro's territory. This is the first year that Apple launched this redesigned Magic Keyboard, and if you look back, the way Apple did the previous one, that keyboard did last for 4 or 5 years, and I still know people, some of my friends, they're still using that 5 years old keyboard, and it's perfect. It's working completely fine. It looks as good as new. If you're gonna spend this much money on this product, just keep that in mind, that it will last for a long time, and you will not have any issues with the reliability, and I think compatibility as well. The way Apple have designed this, they're not going to bring a new one next year or the year after that. So this will, I think, last for 4 or 5 years. Okay, one of the things which I would like to mention at the end of this video that I don't like about this keyboard is you cannot store pencil anywhere. So if the pencil is your key accessory for your iPad Pro, then, and you want to buy the case as well, then you need to come out with some other solution. Otherwise, this in your bag or wherever you're taking it, in your backpack, you can lose this one. So these are the few things I did want to share with you guys. If you really need the keyboard, go for this one. I think this is the best keyboard available on the market for this iPad, and it will last you a long time. Second thing I would like to suggest, if you're going to go for this keyboard and you do use your iPad in a bed, or you do use Apple Pencil, go for this cheap folio case as well. Don't go for the Apple one unless money is not an issue for you. The folio case on Apple store is, I think, £99 or £110, I'm not sure, but that is quite expensive. This is 16 or 17 pound worth of case from Amazon. It's the brand by the name of ESR or ERS, something like that. I will leave the link in the description. I really like this one, And the good thing about this is it protects the pencil as well. Let me just quickly show you what you can do with this case. And again, it's not one of those expensive ones. Okay, exactly like the Magic Keyboard, it lines up very nicely here, as you can see. And it's a very thin form factor. I think this case does weigh 150 grams, but much lighter compared to the keyboard case. Obviously, this one doesn't have the keyboard. And you can protect your pencil as well. So you put the pencil here and it covers it up like this. So your pencil is protected. So when it comes to the side protection, it does have more protection compared to the Apple keyboard case, the Magic case. And it is a slightly a bit more lip here. So if you'll drop it on side, it has a bit more protection compared to the Apple case. So this is the best angle you can have. It is very stable, and whatever you want to do, it doesn't move at all. So it's very stable compared to using a pencil on the Apple case. So this is the one angle you can go for, or when you're in a bed, you want to use it, that's another angle you can go for like this. Those times when you don't really need the keyboard, this case can protect your iPad really well. It can give you a couple of nice angles to do your productivity work, especially with the iPencil. And I do really like this one. Again, the link for this case will be in the description. And the last case I want to show you guys is, just close this one, is this one. Now the good thing about this case is if you are a very rough user of the iPad, or you use the product in like some construction sites, or where it's a lot of dust and stuff like that, then this is another case which protects your iPad from all the sides. So the way it is, this is a TPU case, and the iPad just slides in completely. And the way it is, you can store the pencil there. It charges, as you can see, charges at the same time. And that's it, it covers it up. So it has a protection all around. Obviously you have the opening for the speakers and your charging port, but it covers the iPad from all sides. So whichever side, if you drop the iPad, it's protected. This case gives the best protection. But obviously a couple of things, that it does increase the overall size of the case because the Apple Pencil goes inside the case. So for the maximum protection, I think this case is the best one. It gives you the same two angles that this case provides you. I strongly recommend this one. I think if you not going to be using your keyboard all the time, this is the must-have one. It's cheap, high quality, protects your iPad, and gives you a couple of very nice viewing angles. And that's it. So that's it for today's video. I hope you have liked it. If you got any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.